I would like to start, and first of all, I would like to present myself. My name is Tatiana. I'm Jelastic Marketing Director, and I'm pretty excited to meet all of the attendees here today within our joint webinar devoted to ManageCat. This is the webinar ManageCat for monitoring Tomcat and TomEE servers in the Jelastic cloud. And today we are going to show how to install ManageCat just in one click in Jelastic Cloud, as well as provide several practical tips of using ManageCat. We'll demonstrate how to make optimal application configurations for monitoring your servers, and how to automate tracking with a set of triggers for further troubleshooting. And today I would like to present who is going to be the panelists. So first of all, this is Gurkan Erdogdu, founder and CTO of ManageCat, and also the panelist from our side is Igor Kaladuk, our technical director from Jelastic. Before we start the technical part, I would like to mention that we have a great offer, a special offer from ManageCat. And all the attendees of the webinar have the possibility to get to double the amount of the registered servers. For example, if you buy 3 servers, ManageCat will provide you 6 servers license. That sounds pretty good. So I would like to ask Gurkan to tell us a bit more about this offer just before the webinar starts. Can you say just a few words about ManageCat in general and also about your offer?
Yeah, thank you very much, Tatiana. Hi all, this is Gurkan from ManageCat. I'm the CTO and co-founder of the company. Actually nowadays, nearly 60% of Java Enterprise Edition deployments use Apache Tomcat server. But in this installation, generally Tomcat is looking as a black box, and the managing and monitoring is very complex using the current tools. Therefore, we try to provide a single pane of view to manage and monitor Apache Tomcat instance and open this black box. And in this webinar, I will show you how to easily manage, monitor, and troubleshoot your Apache Tomcat servers running in Jelastic platform. Yeah, that's it at the beginning, and I will show you that in the next couple of minutes.
Okay, that's great. So I'd like to ask Igor Kaladuk if he already joined us. Igor, are you here? Do you hear us?
Hello.
Okay, great. So
yeah.
That would be great if you, Gurkan, can provide you with the presentation rights. So please just forward the presentation rights to Igor. And right now, Igor is going to provide some demo about how to install the ManageCat application in the Jelastic cloud just in one click. And also he will provide just some information about how to scale it, how to manage it, how to make some configurations and all the stuff like that. And during the demo, you are welcome to write questions into the live chat. And after the demo, the speakers will answer all the provided questions. So feel free to join the discussion. Igor?
Hey, thank you, Tatiana, for introduction. Guys, thank you for coming. Glad to see you, all of you here. So it's a technical track, so no marketing, no business questions for today, so it's only technical. So we and to tell you about our solution, we will be talking about Tomcat, about servers, how to properly manage it. So you might heard about Jelastic. It's a platform for cloud orchestration, and nowadays installing Tomcat manually is not an option. So it's really nasty way to do things. So we are everything is automated before us for many years already. So why we cannot use just already existing solutions? Then Tomcat, you know, it's the most popular Java application server for web servlets, and it's so cool. So even some years ago, when I was digging inside its code, I found a variable called OK, Boolean variable called OK. But anyway, the project is very popular, very cool, and let's show in a few clicks how that can be installed in Jelastic. So in Jelastic, we can choose the region from all the available. Here we choose, I know, France. I know my friends because I live in Europe, so we choose their size. It's a resource is dedicated to a node. So in our case, we will not create a single node because it's not cool. The cool thing is to create, I know, 5 nodes, 10 nodes. So with high availability public IP, so let's create, I will show. Let's create a node, few nodes, a simple cluster with load balancer, other stuff, and then we'll install ManageCat add-on that will help us to manage all of the things. You will ask a question, so why do I need this? Why do I need ManageCat? You might know that Jelastic has a lot of hosting service providers around the world, and we covered almost all the globe. On Jelastic Cloud, you can see all the globe that is covered by hosting service providers, but not all of them have their multi-cloud regions available. So in case if you really have a very cool big application, you want to run it all over the world, you can use ManageCat to group all of your instances, Tomcat instances. If you have hundreds of them, 200 of them, you can group all of them together and manage them simultaneously. To execute, you can execute any admin task, you can gather logs, see the states, monitoring other services. So it's very good to have everything in a single panel to manage your Tomcat applications. While our nodes are adding, I will show you the way how the add-on can be installed. So actually add-on is installed on top of already existing nodes or cluster. So we can, for example, choose Tomcat for ManageCat. I already installed this node. Our cluster which we scheduled is already in progress, so it seems to be almost done. There are 5 nodes we will install in top of it, and then my dear friend Gurkan will show you how this node are managed using ManageCat. So it's single panel, very cool panel with millions of features how to manage all of that. Come on, it's a progress. Sorry for the delay. Anyway, it's much more faster than messing with that manually, and not so boring, because while nodes are installed for you, you can just do all your things and not care about everything which is happening behind the scene. After the installation will be finished, you can go to Marketplace or to Add-ons menu and find ManageCat menu. So in this particular environment, a group of nodes, this ManageCat add-on is already installed. And we will install it on our newly created cluster, which is in progress. It's almost done. Only 1 node still left from 5. And let's wait a couple of minutes. Or even seconds. Yeah, it's done. So now you can see there is the deployment manager for all of them. Scaled. I have a lot of nodes right there. Yeah. It's already installed. Seems to be still in progress. Linking nodes, final stage. Yeah, it's done. As you can see, there are 5 nodes. Feature also you can enable feature auto scaling if you need more nodes, or automatically automatically manage amount of nodes you have. Then we will install the add-on. Add-on is also installed in a single click or in 2 clicks. You can see an email. You can specify password if you want to get real for free from ManageCat. You can set your name, and then we should promise to Gurkan that we will not do anything nasty with the service. So we agree with terms and conditions. And actually, so just 30 more seconds, and then we can log into the panel when we can see our servers already added.
Okay, that's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's even more simple than I just could imagine from the very beginning. But it's not a marketing, it's a technical track, so now we need to know what should we do after that. So now we have all the nodes in my panel, and now Gurkan will tell you more details. So what the magic can be done under the scene. So
yeah.
what can be done? Gurkan, please.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you, Ihor. Actually, as Ihor said, it's a couple of minutes to register your Apache Tomcat instance with the ManageCat. After registering the servers, you can see the servers in the ManageCat service tab, and you can group the servers in different group names. For example, there are two group names, default and staging. In the default, there are 9 servers. The beauty of the ManageCat is that you can see that in a single pane of view, you are able to see all of your running Tomcat instances. And you can immediately see what's going on inside your server without getting the details. I will connect one of them. For example, in the staging, there exists one server running, and this server is running in nearly 16 days, and there is no active session in here, and total 33 threads. And in this window, you also see the current JVM heap size and the free memory in this Tomcat. There is no problem at the moment in this Tomcat because everything is going well. If you want to get the details about this Tomcat instance and getting much more detailed information, you click the Connect to Server button here. And now this is the detailed information overview page. Actually, with ManageCat, ManageCat provides 3 different operations on your Apache Tomcat servers. One of them is managing without accessing to your Tomcat server, without any SSH connection or something like this. You can easily change the Tomcat configuration file remotely. This is very handy. With just some clicks, you can update the configuration files. And the second thing I want to show to you to monitoring of the Tomcat internals, because as I said, especially for monitoring a lot of different Tomcats is very complex. But with ManageCat, with some clicks, you can immediately see what is going on inside your Tomcat instance, especially the what's going on in the Tomcat request template connectors. And finally, to troubleshoot the Apache Tomcat server, for example, if you are facing with some problems in your cluster of Tomcat servers, with ManageCat, I will show you provide some diagnostic informations, and you can access the log files, threads, and some other useful things. Okay, I want to start with show this overview page. This is a new real-time updated every 5 seconds. Here you will see the general virtual machine JVM information, the thread classes, heap information.
Sorry, Gurkan, I just interrupt you because we don't see the screen, your screen.
Okay.
Okay, now we see it.
Okay, thank you. This is the overview page, and you can see the global overview of Tomcats. The first one is, as I said, the configuration of the Tomcat servers. Without accessing the Tomcat, you can click the Tomcat settings. And for example, a lot of Tomcat users know that Tomcat is configured using the server.xml file. And you can access this XML file remotely using ManageCat, as here. And you can update anything here. For example, you can exchange the port number, and you can able to save the Tomcat file remotely. and the now server XML file is saved. This is very handy. You can also save this file to your local environment. In addition to this, you can also update the login configuration file. For example, Tomcat login is configured using the login.properties file. You can click the edit button here, and now the file is under your control. Then, for example, you can change the file to info and you can save it. The second thing, I think, on the configuration side using ManageCat is that, for example, generally the Tomcat comes with the default configuration parameters. Whenever you have some performance problem or performance degradation in your Tomcat server, in the current tool set in the market, you are not able to see all the default parameters of the Tomcat. With ManageCat, you can easily see all of these default configuration parameter default values. And for example, in the server, these are the default configuration parameters. For example, if you want to see the connector, for example, 8080 connector default parameters, as you see, there are a bunch of default parameter values, and most of them are in the default values. And whenever you have a problem in your Tomcat, then using this screen, you can easily see what is this type of default values and their explanations. And if you wish, you can exchange these, and you can persist to the server, and it's automatically updated to your server.xml file. And this is in 3 windows. You can go to the engine, and this is the engine default values. Under the engine, you can see the hosts, and under the host, you can see there is one host, local host. This is the default host parameters, and you can see all the description of what these parameters are. So when you have a problem, for example, in one of your connector, you can easily check the default value, and this default value is applicable for your application type. And you can go context and other things deeply, and for example, if you want to check the context default parameters, as you see, there are a bunch of default parameters exist. This is the general configuration view of the ManageCat. As you see, without accessing remotely any Tomcat server or SSHing any Tomcat server, you can easily access all the configuration parameters, and you can able to exchange, update these parameters. As I said, another good point of the ManageCat is to monitor your Tomcat internals. ManageCat provides more than 100 monitoring metrics, and also providing real-time information of your Tomcat connectors, request handler. For example, firstly, I want to show the real-time status of the connectors. Here, I click the Tomcat connectors, and I will select one of the connector, 8080 or 8090. I will select 8080. As you see, the screen is updated every 5 seconds, and it provides a very good information about what is going on inside your request handler connector. This connector handles your Tomcat client request. As you see here, this 8080 connector running in 8080 port, byte received, byte sent, you see the maximum processing time of this connector is 9 seconds, and you immediately see the real-time status every time the request counts increasing here. And this is very important. For example, the average response time of your Tomcat server, how your Tomcat server performs, how the Tomcat server responds to your client request. As you see, this connector average response time is nearly 563 milliseconds. Also here, because this is a sample application, there are no so much client requests, but in a real-time applications, you will see 100 of request processor threads here running in the Tomcat thread pool. If you click one of them, you can see how this specific request processor thread is performing. For example, this specific request processor thread maximum time is nearly 10 seconds. This specific request processing thread responds 300 requests, and average response time is nearly 500 milliseconds. This is real, the handy window, because generally the Tomcat connector is a very black box window, and with this type of feature, you can immediately understand how your Tomcat connector performs against your client request. And another thing the ManageCat provides is runtime monitoring metrics. As I said, ManageCat provides more than 100 monitoring metrics. In ManageCat, there are monitoring metric categories. For example, there are connector metrics, data source metrics, JVM metrics, operating system metrics, web application metrics, and web server metrics. For example, in the JVM metrics, if I click the show metric items, as you see, there are a bunch of metrics you can see in the ManageCat. For example, number of bytes currently occupied by heap, heap free, heap total, heap maximum. Accordingly, for example, for your web applications, deployed web applications, you can see your application, the total number of client requests that are handled by web application, error count, session created, session destroyed. Without configuring anything, all of these metrics are automatically collected by ManageCat agents, and you are not able to do anything for this starting. This is automatically started, so it's very cool. And with these metrics, you can immediately create dashboards. For example, with the dashboard window, you can create a new chart here, and you are giving a chart title, for example, JVM 2. Chart title is JVM chart, and you will select the metric category here. And now you will select metric items, which metric you want to see in the chart. And you can select what kind of chart you would like to use. For example, I want to use pie chart, and I click Add chart. As you see, you immediately see the chart. This is the JVM chart. For example, if you want to add another chart to here, you will select, for example, web response, average response time. And this time I will select the web application, and you will select which application you want to get average response time, and click show metric items. Okay, I will select one of them. And I will select, for example, average response time for all client requests for this web application. For example, I want to see as a line chart. Okay, this is very handy. You will see the real-time status of your application average response time here. And in ManageCat, we persist all of these metrics last 1 year. For example, if you want to see the last 15-minute metrics or last 1 hour metrics, you can, as you see, the charts are updated accordingly. If you want, you can also restrict the time or date intervals you want to see. For example, only if you want to see the time frame, you can see here which time frame you want to see. Okay, and for example, here, then you can update the chart accordingly. Yeah, okay, dashboard time. Then after that, this chart, the reason for this error given is that I did not save the dashboard before updating the chart according to the date interval. You have to create the dashboard firstly. Then this is sample, and sample you can share editable. If you wish, you can also share this dashboard with the other application servers, right? And you can save the dashboard. Yeah, now your dashboard is created, as you see. And you see that when update the chart, only these time frame are showing to you. You can create any chart you want with any metric you want. As I said, there are a lot of metrics you create. And you can reflect this dashboard to the cool TV window, and you can immediately see what's going on inside your Tomcat server. Also, one other thing I want to show is that with these metrics, you can also create conditions for alerting mechanism. ManageCat provides great alerting mechanism for the metrics. For example, if you want to get alerted whenever one of your JVM heap size is greater than something, then you create a condition here, and then if this condition occurs, then you will be alerted via emails or some other scripts. This is the monitoring. This is the monitoring part of the ManageCat. This is the dynamic monitoring. ManageCat also provides the static monitoring. With the static monitoring, it means that you can monitor your deployed applications in ManageCat. For example, if you want to see which application is deployed, as you see, I list the applications, and now you will see that there are two applications currently deployed in this Tomcat server. One of them is the root, and another is the agent. And you will see some details. And if you want to see the details of this application, to understand the context installation parameters, servlet filters, what kind of data source deployed with this application, you simply click the Show Details button. Okay, we are waiting sometimes. And here you will see the bunch of information regarding this application. Context initialization parameter, there is no context initialization parameter currently. Context attributes for this web application, you will see all the context attributes. You will see all the filters, and you can see the detailed information about this filter if you want. This is the filter mapping. There is no filter parameter. You can see all the servlets here. For example, if you want to see how this servlet is configured, you click the servlets, and you will see all the details, information about this servlet, servlet installation parameters, servlet mappings, and some other servlet runtime information. Also, you can edit the web XML file of this web application, clicking the Show Content, and you will see this web deployed application web XML file. And if you want to share this web XML file with your developers, you can save the file to your local environment, and then you can email to anybody you want to see this XML file. The last part I want to show you is the troubleshooting side. With ManageCat, without using any third-party tools, you can access the log files, for example, here. With some simple clicks, you can access the Catalina log file. For example, this is very handy because sometimes the developer would like to see the log file of the Tomcat, and they need some username and password to access the Tomcat server operating system. But with ManageCat, you can create the username and password for these developers, and they can only access to this window to inspect the log files. For example, if you want to see the any line here, you can click the Show Logs, and here you can see the all log files. For example, if you want to see only the last 93 logs, as you see, you can see the logs easily. As I said, you can also save the file, and you can share with anybody you want to see the log files. Another point I want to share with you for the diagnostic purposes, you can see all running threads. Generally, this type of list is getting quite executing the thread dump, but with ManageCat, without any thread dump information, you can see the real-time information, real-time thread information running inside your Apache Tomcat server. This is very great because immediately you can see any deadlock thread here according to the status. Currently there is no any deadlock trace here. There are some waiting and runnable threads. And if you want, you can also see the trace states of any thread. For example, this is the trace states of the selected thread and some runtime information. This is very handy because you can immediately see which thread is blocked state, and you can see the state trace of this block state. Another very cool handy is you can see is there any memory leak occurs in your Tomcat server. For example, sometimes you have to redeploy your application. Then sometimes for each redeployment, the Tomcat creates a memory leak for these redeployments. With ManageCat, after redeployment, you can check here, is there any memory leak occurs in your Tomcat server. The other thing, for example, sometimes the developers or operator guys would like to update the logging levels of Tomcat without restarting the Tomcat server. This is very easy with ManageCat. With the application logger section, ManageCat support two types of logging, Julie and Log4j. And you will select, for example, application. And you can update the logger definition at runtime. For example, currently logging is all. If you want to update this logger level, is fine. Okay, with one click, then I will change this logger ManageCat SSL factory logging to define without updating any logging configuration file or restarting the server. This is very handy because sometimes you need to get some fine information at runtime. Then you can update the level to fine, and you will see the logging log file. Then after that, if you find the problem, then you can get again to find, for example, info level. Okay. Then again the logger comes to the info level. This is very handy because you don't need to restart your application servers to updating the log file change. And finally, I want to show you the GMX viewer. This is very great because you know that generally to access the Java management extension window, you have to update some Tomcat configuration file. Also, you will have to use gconsole or gvisual VM, some other third-party tools. But with ManageCat, the GMX server is integrated into the console, and you can immediately access it any GMX MB, and you can find the attributes, for example, and you can run any operations without using any third-party tools. You can access any GMX objects here. There are other bunch of information actually. For example, one of them is the class loader view. Sometimes the operator guys would like to see what kind of library exists in the deployed web application. With ManageCat, with some simple clicks, you can see the all class loader information of the deployed application, and you can see all the deployed jar files existing in this deployed server. This is very, very good because with some one or couple of clicks, all the deployed application jar file in your eyes. Okay, folks, that's it from my. And I'm very glad to answer any questions.
Yeah, yes, for sure. Just thank you, Gurkan. That was really important for developers. So as you see, no need to worry about Tomcat or TomEE looking after that. So to highlight this special offer from ManageCat that all the attendees of this webinar has a great chance to double the amount of the registered servers. And if you buy, for example, 3 servers, you will get 6 of them. So just get in touch, get your servers, and enjoy using ManageCat together with Tomcat and TomEE. So now we can proceed to the questions, and we have some of them already. First of all, it seems to me the first question goes to Gurkan. That is, what kind of servers ManageCat supports?
Yeah. Currently, ManageCat supports Apache Tomcat server. For example, is there? I will look. Is there any TomEE server? For example, this is a TomEE server running in Jelastic. ManageCat also supports the Apache TomEE server. Okay. For example, this is Apache TomEE. And if you have TomEE, for example, you can also see the AGB deployments in your TomEE server. Also, ManageCat supports the Apache web servers. For example, if you have any Apache web server running in Jelastic, you can easily manage and monitor your Apache web servers. And lastly, we have added support for Docker containers. If you have a Docker containers in Jelastic, you can also easily manage all of your Docker containers from a single pane of view using ManageCat. And we are adding the new items in future. If any one of you have some other supported server or framework you would like to see in ManageCat, please let us know, and we are very glad to add this into the ManageCat platform.
Okay, great, thank you. Okay, the next question is, can I perform any group actions using ManageCat? Update Java library for all of my Tomcat instances, or fix a configuration file for all of them? Igor, maybe you can answer this question.
Yeah, this actually can be done in both ways. You can do it through Jelastic and you can do it through ManageCat. So there are two ways possible. Thank you for the question.
Okay, rather short, laconic answer, but anyway, thank you. I hope it answers the question fully. Is there any functional difference between ManageCat, Tomcat, and TomEE agents?
Yeah, actually, there is no in the TomEE. We provide some TomEE specific things. For example, as I said, if there exist any AGB deployments, you can see all of your AGBs in TomEE agent. For example, if you have an AGB application, and in this AGB application, if you are using a stateful, stateless singleton beans, you can see the monitoring information. Also, for example, you can see the TomEE specific AGB container runtime information here. Okay. But there is no specific agent. The agent is the same, but whenever you deploy the agent in TomEE server, then some parts of the functionality features is enabled for TomEE. For example, in Tomcat server, you are not able to see this AGB container, but for the TomEE, you will see this AGB container information. Also, you will see the AGB deployments. For example, in the list application window, you will see the some AGB beans here, for example. Okay, but the agent is the same, but if deployed to the TomEE server, some features belonging to the TomEE server is enabled.
Okay, great. Great, thank you. And the next question is, after automatic horizontal scaling, will my new instances appear in ManageCat panel automatically? I think this is more connected to Jelastic abilities in a way. So Igor, maybe you can answer?
Actually, it is connected to abilities of both projects, yes. So after your instances will be scaled up automatically, for example, from 10 to 100 or from 100 to 1,000, all of them will be automatically registered to ManageCat service. So there is a special action on an add-on called on after clone node. So after master node will be cloned to many instances, all of them will be automatically registered. So you will see all of them in your dashboard. Also, if you install your add-on on top of already existing clusters, all of the other nodes will be transferred to your ManageCat panel. You will be able to see all of them right there.
Okay, great, thank you. And the next question, can I also use ManageCat in private on-premise environments?
Yeah, I want to answer this question. ManageCat currently has two versions, on-premise version and SaaS version. If you want to use ManageCat in your own private network, it's possible to do. We are providing you a special controller for on-premise installation. Therefore, yeah, the question is yes. We provide on-premise and SaaS-based solution.
Okay. Do you have public available API for managing the services, ManageCat and Jelastic? Do you have open API for ManageCat, Gurkan?
Currently, actually, we have some REST APIs and some registering APIs. For example, if you want to register your Tomcat servers using API, we provide you some specific API. This API gets some specific configuration parameters coming from the HTTP. Then yeah, the answer is yes. You can use these REST APIs to register your services with our platform.
Okay, what about Jelastic? What can you say about API abilities? What users can do?
Yeah, we also do have two kind of APIs, private and public. So the public one is everything you see on UI plus additional features are enabled through the API. So everything you see is API, and all the adjustments, other secret stuff that is behind the scene is also available through the API. Plus, that's not all. API is also from the management side of the whole platform. It's a separate, actually separate API which is available only to hosting service providers and private cloud. So everything about API. So as Gurkan said, everything is accessible through the API. You can manage with your own UI, your own tools. So everything is available.
Okay, cool. And one more question. So do you have free trial period? It seems to me that this is the last question before we get started with ManageCat and Jelastic. So what about free trial period in ManageCat?
Yeah, we provide free trials. You can use the Jelastic platform if you want. If, for example, if you have a Jelastic account, you can easily create Apache TomEE or Apache Tomcat server. Then it's automatically provide 15 days trials. And in addition to this, in the SaaS free trial, you can also register your free trial with this link, and we provide you 15 days trials to use.
Okay, cool. And from our side, I can also add that Jelastic also provides some free trial, and it depends basically on the hosting service provider that you choose. So this can be like 2 weeks trial or even 1 month trial. You just go to jelastic.cloud, you choose the hosting service provider you prefer due to the location, due to the performance or support marks. So you just choose the hosting service provider, you register, and you get some free trial period just to get started, to see how it works, and to install, for example, ManageCat, and get the first impression about the work of this application on Jelastic Cloud. Okay, any other questions? It seems to me that there are no questions. So that's cool. Okay, I think that's all. So thank you all for interesting questions and also for joining us today. And you can get your ManageCat applications up and running in just 1 click after registering at Jelastic Cloud, as I've mentioned. And don't forget about the special offer to double the amount of service from ManageCat. And later we will provide you with a webinar recording. And contact us if you have any more questions. You can see the contact emails at the screen. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all of you.
Have a good day.